Volume 2, Number 3. Michael came into work and all the posters were up. Everything was ready for the spring fling. He was so surprised at how much Harrison did over the weekend. Incredible, Harrison. I have to admit, I was not expecting this. Yep, we did all the work over the weekend. We got everything ready to go. All we have to do is just sell tickets. Harrison, that was such a turnaround. So, what do we got going on now? That's it. We got everything done. Vanessa and I and Cindy, we basically got the work done over the weekend. We just decided to get together and get it done. Incredible. Oh, that's so great. I saw all the posters up at the Hollister location. I went down there after golfing and I saw all the posters were up. I thought that was just a major, major, major excellent work. Yeah, we just decided that it needed to get done. I mean, we couldn't putz around. We only have so much time to work with. So Cindy walks in, and then Vanessa walks in. Thank you so much for getting this done. I know we don't have a lot of time to work with, said Vanessa, but we had to figure this out over the weekend, how to get this done. So we took the extra time to do it. Cindy exclaimed, well, I mean, it's just, it had to get done. Great work. Great work. It makes a lot of the work, like it really cuts the work in half. Well, that frees up our time. Now all we have to do is we have now, starting this week, Tuesday report, Wednesday report, and Thursday report. Why Wednesday report? Well, we're going to do a separate report at the second building. Okay, so here's the lineup. I'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the reports, and I'll cut out early like I usually do. And Friday will be just a follow up. I'll have a follow up meeting, and we'll just do that via Zoom. Sound good? Sound good. That way, all of you will have Fridays on Zoom or teleconferencing. Okay, that's great. So you don't have to report in unless you are on the Zoom call. That's going to be so much easier. That'll give us a free day. Yeah, Friday will be like a flexible day for all of you. Just make sure you're on that Zoom call for Friday morning. Oh, Cindy's relieved. That's going to give us an extra day off, basically. Yeah, it's not a day off, but I mean, you have to be on that Zoom call. As long as you're on that Zoom call, that's all that matters. So Friday is our flexible day. Yeah, that's the day that you either in the office or you're at home, as long as you're on that Zoom call. Great. Wednesday's going to eat up a little time, but it's not going to be like it. I mean, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday basically for reports. Now that Building 2 is going to do reports on Wednesdays. I told Frank that I would do it that way so that they would have reports. So that's it for the Monday reporting in for Monday. The rest of you did your work, so you're free for the rest of the day since you did all that work over the weekend. So I'm just going to let you free for the rest of the day. Okay, thank you so much. We'll make the most of our Monday. So they all left for the rest of the day since they worked the weekend, and Michael said that was it. All he had to do is just work and work remote from home. So because church was so lively and everything went so good, this revival is going to be off the hook. So he spent the rest of the time at home, and he drove home working on the revival. I've never done anything like this, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing, Grace, as he called Grace from the phone. Listen, all you have to do is just have people show up. That's it. Let Pastor Wes and Pastor Jim do the rest. Okay, so I just open up the venue is what I do. Open the doors and let people in. That's all you do. The rest, leave it up to Pastor Wes and Pastor Jim. Okay. So as the event is going to closer to the event. They know that the tension is mounting. How is this event going to be pulled off as the posters are out? People at church are asking questions about the event because they've never been to a revival at this location. So they're curious, asking questions like where they go, parking, questions like that. So by the time Tuesday's report is approaching, they are asking questions at the office about the revival because they see the posters everywhere. So Harrison answers the questions at Tuesday's report. Listen, everybody, if you're asking questions about the revival this Sunday, you're welcome to attend. It's a Sunday event, it's a revival. A local church is going to hold and sponsor the event. You're welcome to attend. If you're a church going person or if you're not a church going person, you're still welcome to attend. It'll be in the auditorium in Building 2. With that in mind, remember paychecks are out on Friday at 2 o'clock. So make sure you're here after 2 o'clock. Any questions or concerns that you want to address with HR? By all means, go to building number 1 and go to HR. They'll handle it from there. And that's it for the report. Thank you for attending. Have a great day. Thank you, Harrison, for that report, said Michael Smithton. And that was it. It was a simple report. Harrison did fantastic, said it, Frank. I love these short reports. Can we do this on Wednesday? You got it, said Michael Smithton. So Grace calls Michael and says, listen, we don't need to go to counseling anymore. Why? Well, I figured out something that we're going to go to a support group. I don't want to go to individual counseling anymore. I just feel like we're judging up too much. It's not helping us. Okay, so we're going to go to support group where we're going to go to a church support group. Okay, it's for married couples and we will benefit more. I think it's secular counseling is just for the birds. Okay, I agree. Let's do the marriage counseling. Let's just go to support group instead. Okay, sounds like a deal. Great. So Grace and Michael talk over the week and realize that there's a lot going on. As Wendy's report is just as intense, but turns out to be not intense at all. Michael has to deliver the report for Wednesday for building number 2. So as he approaches his new office, he gets all ready for this report. He's nervous because he's never had a report for this office location. This is the first of its kind. Of course, these employees have never done a report for Wednesday, this being the first of its kind in this respect. So he delivers it the best way he can. He hasn't done a report in a long time either. So he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Michael Smithton. As you know, I'm the CEO, but I'm doing the Wednesday report. As you know, we will be doing Wednesday reports to keep you in the know about everything that's going on in the company weekly. So just to let you know, there's going to be a Sunday revival here in the auditorium here in Building 2. You're welcome to attend if you're a church-going person, or if you're not a church-going person, it'll be held by Pastor Wes and Pastor Jim. You can go in the back of the auditorium to park in the parking lot, and you're welcome to attend. It is at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's a Sunday revival and deliverance time of prayer, and hopefully, if this is something you'd like to attend, please attend, and you're welcome to coffee and donuts. As for your paychecks are at 2 o'clock on Friday. Please make sure that you pick up your paychecks after 2 o'clock. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, go to HR in building number 1. Thank you for attending this meeting. If I don't report these weekly reports, somebody else will, somebody designated to do these reports. I'm just filling in for the time being, but thank you for attending this weekly report. And everybody claps. They like the report. Good job, said Vanessa. You've been a little rusty, but you did a great job, said Cindy. Great report, said Harrison. Excellent. Good job, said Frank. And they all applauded. I am a little rusty. So by the time Thursday's report, it's really this time the switch around was that Harrison had to give the other report. This time Harrison had to give two reports this week because he had to fill in for Michael Carrington at the Tuesday report, and he had to give a second report because of the up and coming events that are coming up. So he went to the Hollister to do the Tuesday report and had to do the Thursday report. Hi, everybody. As you know, I'm Harrison Jacobs, and I'm doing the Thursday report. I just want to let you know we have an event coming up this Sunday. It is a revival in the auditorium in Building 2 at 5 o'clock. If you would like to attend, it's 5 to 6 o'clock. And if you're a church-going person, if you're not, you're welcome to attend. We have coffee and donuts and parking in the back. The auditorium is open to anybody in the public that would be interested in. We would like to welcome anybody at the office to come. As for your paychecks are at 2 o'clock on Friday. It'll be available then and afterwards. So you might want to come and get your paycheck. As for any questions or concerns that might need to be addressed, you can address it at HR. As for me, that's it for the report. Thank you for attending this Thursday report. What about the spring fling? Oh, we're going to announce that next week. We want to just take one thing at a time. Okay, so you'll be announcing the spring fling next week? Yes. That's the end of March. So, but right now we have to bite off. We can't bite off more than we can chew. We just have the Sunday event, and next week we're going to tackle the other stuff. Okay, sounds great. Thank you. Excellent work, Jacobs. Good job, Harrison. So by Friday, they're all burned out. They're exhausted. They have the Thursday teleconference meeting and also Zoom call. Teleconferencing is just general information, but it's not necessary. It's not mandatory, but the Zoom call is. So they get on the Zoom call and they just go over some general things about the spring fling and the fundraiser. And it's really simple. By the time Vanessa Miller hangs up on the Zoom call, it's pretty much general information about the spring fling. Well, Vanessa, you're right. We're going to post everything next week. I think we're going to do it on the Zoom call, though. I think we're going to have staff all on the Zoom call this time. I think it's going to be too hard to do all this in the teleconferencing. It's easier to do Zoom. Okay, I agree, said Cindy. So does Harrison say the same thing. I agree. And Frank agreed too that the spring fling needs to be announced by next week. Well, that's it for the Zoom call. Everybody have a great Friday. Have a good weekend. Thanks for letting us do the Zoom call. It gives us a weekend off. Well, have a great weekend, says Michael Smithton. It's nice to have the weekend off, isn't it? Yep, it sure feels good. And the call is finished and completed. Wow, said Grace. You did this all in 1 week? Yeah. By the time Saturday rolls around, the kids are playing and they're getting ready for the big event as they're asking millions of questions about what is this revival about? Kids, we don't know. We've never done anything like this. All I know is that you have to finish dinner and wash up and clean up and get ready for bed because we got to be ready for this event. Mom and Dad, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. You got to get ready. So they wash up and clean up and they get ready for bed. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. We have a big revival event. Okay. Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. We love you. Good night, kids. As they go to sleep, and sleep they do.